play old music. We also like to play new music. I joke that we are a modern jazz band, but I'm kind of serious about that. It is modern. This is a thing I wrote. I'm calling it Book Nook. It's in my honor. It's in honor of Hoagy Carmichael and his great songwriting style in the 1930s. And the Book Nook was a place that was a college hangout down in Bloomington where he was going to school for law. And they say he might have written Stardust there. I guess that's the rumor. And Big certainly met him there. And anyway, here we go. Book Nook, written by me. Let's do this one, 855. You have 15 minutes, right? Is that right? Okay, all right. Why'd you say one more? You're weird, man. Gavin's weird. I say that very affectionately. That scared me. Don't say one more. All right, here's that song I was talking about from 1909. Written by Percy Wenrick, and it's a piano solo that we've made into a band arrangement. Just for some context, 1909, how old is this? That's the year Benny Goodman was born. I always think that's kind of funny to think about. But we're going to do it in the style of Doc Cook and his orchestra. The great band that featured Freddie Kemper on the cornet, Joe Pulse on the alto saxophone, and Jimmy Noon on the clarinet. This is called Wild West. That's how you play at the Rhythm City Casino, folks. Yeah, great. All right. 809. We have time for a couple more. All right, here's a great song. I think it's from 1925, and it's one of those songs that slipped past me for a lot of years, but Natalie called it a jobbing gig, and I like that song a lot. Written by George Gershwin and Ira Gershwin, and we're going to have Paul sing it. Hey, once again, our lead vocalist, that's Paul Asaro. Tomorrow maybe we'll have our auxiliary vocalist do one. That's John. I'm the emergency vocalist. That's it. Break glass in case. All right, this is called Soon, a very classy New York style popular song. Here we go. Yes, time for just one more this evening. We have plenty more stuff coming tomorrow, so rest up. We have one more band. It's El Dorado Jazz Band, Hal Smith's El Dorado Jazz Band. That'll be a good one. Let's meet the band one more time, though. On the wood bass and the brass bass, that's Dan Anderson. Our special guest on the tenor banjo and the six-string guitar, Gavin Rice. At the piano and the vocal microphone, that's Paul Asaro. Our reed section, alto sax and clarinet, John Stanton Otto. On tenor sax and clarinet, Natalie Ann Sharp. And on the corner of the reeds, my name is Andy Shaw. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it very, very much. Here's Chicago Cellar boys. These are for the last set of the evening. And, fine, okay, 7-8-0. We're going to play another original song I wrote for the band a few years ago. It's a song that I titled after a railroad term, but you decide it's after the drink. This is called Highball. Use one more right now. All right, here we go. And Highball. Hi, Bob. Like the new Hartford. Never mind. All right. That's really stupid. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you tomorrow. Very much. We'll see you tomorrow. Horsepower Cellar Boys, come out here and dance for it. It's remember Eldorado, Jazz Band. This is a good one. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
Let's hear it again for the Chicago Cellar Boys.